as you go through life, you have experiences, and as you have those experiences, you make notes based upon those experiences. And if
those are learned, they're learned beliefs from the experience you've had, aren't they? But they're limitations too, because you're only learning some things and making assumptions and compromises and having then beliefs about how things should be. If we can let go of all that and think, well, that hurt me in the past, it doesn't have to hurt me again. We can let go of all those things and just be. I mean, I feel that's the answer. Not going with our learning, but unlearning and just being. Immersing ourselves in the experience without all the learning we've brought to that experience, you know. Right now, I don't know what this means being with you now. And I don't know where it's going, you know. We're talking about stuff, we've got the sun here.
I think
it's beautiful.
Sometimes, especially when you're growing up, that can be a kind of an isolated place sometimes. Or I feel like a little island of isolation within a family. And then a whole load of beliefs can then be established, one after another, based upon experiences then. And then when you leave home, go out into the world, you can take those with you. And in a way, if that space was isolated then, if you make all beliefs and assumptions based upon that, it's almost like you take that isolated space with you into life and then go through life living in the middle of it. And then you're never really open to what's going on around you.
Yeah.
And that can be a very difficult place to stay existing.
Your whole life is a reflection of the filters of your youth.
Yeah. And if the youth is a difficult one, then that can make for a difficult life.
Absolutely. So the answer is always being humble. That's the answer. And the humbleness is saying, I don't know. I'm not going to use my past learning to determine how I look at this situation or how I choose to navigate where I am now. I'm going to step back from all my past learning and say, I'm open to being guided by the light here, by truth.
Well, sometimes that can be take a deal of bravery. If just as a simple example of putting a hand in the fire and thinking, right, well, that burned me. In this situation, what you do, metaphorically, you say, well, there's a fire and now I'm going to walk through it.
Well, stupidity is not involved with this but love is involved in this, and love wouldn't want to see you hurt. So love would reinterpret all your interpretations and beliefs. So it's letting go of our beliefs, letting go of everything we've learned and saying, show me how to look at this. It's not saying, okay, I'm just going to let go of everything. I'm going to walk across that busy road without looking left or right, or I'm going to put my hand in that boiling hot water. Love wouldn't ask you to do that. What it's doing is saying, my evaluations about what I think this means for me. It's about meaning. All our beliefs are about our experiences determine our beliefs about things, and it's letting go of those beliefs. I feel, we haven't taught ourselves very well. So if I let go, I'm open to everything. And the humbleness is saying, I don't know. Humbleness is saying, there's something I don't know about this relationship I have. There's something I don't know about this relationship, the knowing of which will change everything. So if I go with that attitude, how can I go wrong, I'm not using my past learning, this small thin band of, it's not even knowledge, assumptions we'll say. If I go with an open heart and nothing to do with my head, I can't but succeed.
So it's about retuning in a certain circumstance, maybe some fear or something might crop up and say in your ear, tell you some belief or assumption that's an old belief or assumption. And then you say, okay, I'm aware of that.
Notice the fear. Notice it's fear because of the uneasiness, the tension. I can choose again.
Feel the fear
and choose again. Go beyond it.
Retune into that loving space and say, what would love have me do here?